Hi everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I'm unboxing a package from Bookbinder Designs today, and I got two packages from them because I forgot this part when I ordered this part. So there's just a lot of TN stuff in here. I'll just grab it all out. And oh, I've got another Traveler's Times. I got one of those as well recently. And this little thing, and then all the little peanuts. Okay. So I'll just pop those down. And then let's open this one at the same time. And there's not a lot in here. I'll just tip some of these out. So I just have a couple of fountain pen converters in here. Okay, I'll come back to these in a moment, but the eagle eyes among you may have spotted my Tokyo edition TN. This is brand new. I wanted to get it from Bookbinders actually, but they'd sold out by the time I remembered that the sale was even happening, since work is so busy. And so I grabbed a bunch of notebooks. I have a Traveler's Times here. I've been through this one recently, so I won't go through it again right now. But what I'll do is I'll show you what I picked up. So I have the Traveler's Notebook zipper case with 3 pockets. So this is, as advertised, a zipper case here, just with a very simple zipper. And this looks like it's frosted here. And then on this side, we have a pocket here. And when we flip it over, we've got a pocket on the back as well. So this is likely going to go in here. And then I just got a heap of dot grid. This looks like a pack of 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 dot grid notebooks. Pretty boring, but they're my favorite ones. And they're super easy. I'll take one out and show you in case you haven't seen one before. But they're pretty simple with a nice light dot grid. It's number 26 in the collection of different notebook types. It has the little frame in the front, and then the paper is just simply a nice, very light grey dot grid and a pretty good spacing. I think it's 5 millimeters. Yeah, it's just the type of book I want. And I'm currently setting up these 2 TNs as my reference books. So a general reference and a personal reference. So I want to have a different book for different sections within that reference. Like a ring binder, I guess, but using TNs instead. I can usually only fit 3 for me to be comfortable with it. So I don't know whether I'll try to fit a few more in or not. I think I can in this one. You can make this a bit chunky because it's got this extra pocket on the front and it's got the card slots in the back. It kind of has, I don't think it's stretched it as such, but it's just made it somehow able to cope better with extra inserts in there. So for example, I've got the same one in brown here, and you can see it's quite chunky. I've got a notebook, I've got a plastic card holder sleeve and a Hobonichi Weeks, as well as this leather holder, and you can see that's like 1 inch thick, so nothing overhangs either. So I think one of the good things about getting these pockets and things added by Baumkuchen has been that it's made it really, well, I don't know. I feel like it's a bit stretched, which is great because it fits everything in neatly. But also this book, I have 3 inserts in, and you can see there is a bit of extra room. So I might be able to fit 4 in each. So I got 8, but I do want to add this pocket, and I do have this red folder as well. So we shall see how that works. So that's the number 26 Traveler's Notebook dot grid, and the other one And this was the number 8 zipper case with 3 pockets. Okay, that's that. Let's have a look at the other things. So I got the pencil, 3 pencils and 2 erasers refill. So this is from Travelers Company, and if you didn't know, Travelers Company does make a brass pencil and a brass ballpoint pen. I don't have the pen with me here, but I do have their new Tokyo edition pencil. So this is it here, and it came with this orange eraser and then 3 spare orange erasers. And I don't love orange, but I do love pink and red together. So I thought I would just take a look and see what it looks like with a pink one, which is 100% more my style. Pink and red are my favorite colors together. So I'm going to go with the pink one. And then I've got some spare pencils as well. So in here, you can see the little pencil when you post this makes a regular sized pencil. And yeah, I prefer the pink eraser on top. So that's just me being pedantic because I felt like I could at the time. And yeah, now I have these spares as well. And then lastly, I grabbed some converters for my Kawecos because I have these 2 that are currently empty. This is the Kaweco Student, and I think it's 60s Swing is the color, yeah. And I took the converter out to clean it, and I just can't get it back together again. So I thought I would just get a new one in case I've broken it, but also see if I can figure out how to rebuild it. I mean, this just needs to go here as far as I can tell, but I just can't seem to get it on there. So I'm going to open the new one and just have a quick look at how it's made. So this is called Kaweco Fountain Pen Converter Piston, and it's black gold. You can get it different colors than the gold, but this is how it came, so I kind of like to keep the same one. So I just can't seem to get this piece back in the right spot, and I can't for the life of me figure out what I've done wrong. So I'll just try one more time. Okay, looks like I've fixed it. I just had to put it together first and then slip this over. I was actually afraid of using too much force, I think, and that's why it didn't work before. Okay, that's good. So I have a spare now. Fantastic. I'll put that to the side and I will just load this one up. I'll actually put some ink in it. I have my Ferris Wheel Press Atlas Iron Ore ink, and I haven't used this for ages, but I do love the color. So I think I want to use this for my next lyric journal. So let's see. Can you see the shine there, that bluish tinge? I'll just give it a good shake. Such beautiful bottles. I just ordered a couple of new inks. Okay, I have this syringe here. I'll just unwind this. And then I can just, it's good to add the syringe to the bottom and fill from the bottom. Otherwise you'll get air bubbles everywhere and they are difficult to deal with. All right, so my converter is full. I'm just going to pop it onto here and we're good to go. Okay, so that's the Atlas Iron Ore ink. It's a collaboration between Ferris Wheel Press and Atlas Stationers. So I'm going to pop this back in the box. I thought what I might do is load the pink one while I'm here as well, so that I have both of them inked up. And I must write myself a note of what's in which pen because I always manage to forget. So I'm just going to clean my syringe and I'll be right back. Okay, so that's the student loaded up. The next is the sport. And I mean, if you know me, this color was just going to grab me. This one's a fine nib. So I really wanted to put a new ink in the broad nib so that I can use that in my lyric journal next time, because the Ferris Wheel Press inks are so beautiful and have a shimmer to them. So sometimes that doesn't come out so well in a fine nib. So we'll see how we go. This one is Steeped Umber and it's beautiful. I remember when I first got this one, I absolutely loved it. I've got some new inks coming if I didn't say that already. And so here's the bottle. It's just beautiful. You can see that kind of reddish brown color. It's really lovely. So I've bought 2 of these converters. These are called Fountain Pen Converter Mini Piston. You need the mini for the sport. Okay, so let's load this one up. And I'll just pull that out. So this one is just a pull in and out piston. The other one I didn't explain is a winding piston. So you wind it here. This one needs a good clean, obviously. Okay, let's load this pen up. I just like to move the ink back and forth in the syringe a little just to move around any of that shine and shimmer and sheen that's in the ink, just to make sure that I get some in my converter. So again, just filling from the bottom. So that is Steeped Umber. So I'll load this one up. So you sort of push it in until you feel it really connect, and then put it in the barrel. And there we have our 2 inked up pens. So let's do a really quick swatching and we'll see how they look. Okay, I'm gonna swatch these in my Hobonichi Cousin. This is like my memory keeping journal. And it's full of papers and things that I need to stick down. I put them on the pages they need to be on, but yes, that doesn't mean it's not a mess. So today is the 11th, Saturday the 11th of May, and I'm just going to get this pen started. Okay, here we go. Took a while to get that ink down. It did take a little while to get that ink down, but it's here now. So I'm just going to, I'm not very neat, so I'm just going to write Ferris Wheel Press, and it's called Atlas Iron Ore, and we've got the Kaweco. We've got the Kaweco student in a fine nib. Seems like a good amount of ink coming out there. Okay, there we go. That's our Atlas Iron Ore. We'll have a closer look at it when it dries. I'll just get the pink one going with the steeped umber. And I'll just write exactly the same thing, I think. And hopefully you can see with this one, it's a wider nib. So a lot more ink's coming out. And I'm writing huge as well. So this is a Kaweco Sport. And I think it's called Frosted Pink, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm putting here that it's a broad nib. And as you could see in this previous one, I just did some little dots and little plus signs. And then I wrote my name in small handwriting as if I was actually just trying to fill the grid as usual. And I did that so that I could see how small I could write with this broad nib. So let's have a look. Just let that dry for a little bit. Just before I show you super close, I'll just show you any ghosting or bleed through. Okay, so we've got ghosting, which is to be perfectly expected. We've just got a couple of points where there might be a little bit of bleed through where I've added a little extra ink. I just went over this one again so I could get a darker piece in the middle. So if you look at that Ferris Wheel Atlas Iron Ore, hopefully you can see there's a silvery blue shine in there. It's actually quite similar to the iridescence on here as well. That's kind of cool. And you can see, I don't know, it's definitely thinner than this broad nib, but it's not a huge difference between the fine and the broad with this larger handwriting that I've got going on. And then the steeped umber underneath, it's not quite dry, it's almost there. Wow, look at that shine on that one. It doesn't have as much shine. I can't really see any. Let's just see. Water-based, evenly toned, rich and saturated. It doesn't say that it's a sheening ink, whereas this one says a shimmering charcoal ink inspired by the historical storefront, compatible with all fountain pens. So I think maybe this one doesn't have the shine to it. It's just the beautiful color. That's that lovely, kind of like a tiki brown, I would say. I'm loving that shine on that Atlas Iron Ore. I'm very glad I chose that one. I think it's beautiful. Okay, so now I have a record of my new inks, not new inks, but the inks that I've got in these two pens. So I'll be able to just swap that over when I change to new inks. But I've got a ton of fountain pens, so I can just swap between them all. I just wanted to really try this one for my next lyric journal entry because it has that broader nib. But I do love the look of this one. It's just a beautiful pen all round. I did get both of these pens at Bookbinder's Design as well. They are stunning. Okay, so that's that. That's my little collection of, not so little collection of books. And then my plastic case to go inside of either the Tokyo or the Baumkuchen TNs. And yeah, I've got one more package to come that has the charms in it and a couple of other things that I wanted to use. So I'm now going to go and sort of have a play and see what I think about how I'm going to set these up. And yeah, I'm super excited to get started in them. I've been just writing things that I would be using as a personal reference just in my weeks in here at the moment. And things that are planner related, I'm writing in this little planner companion as well. So everything's just got a use and it's great. So it's all working very well. I'm very happy about everything. Okay, so that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. I'm obsessed, as you can see, with all things Traveler's Notebook and fountain pens and Hobonichi and everything. So yeah, let me know what you're currently working in. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you when we start setting up all these goodies. Okay everyone, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all super soon. Bye.